My divine loves, it's your mystic messenger, and I'm here with our daily message. So let's get into it. I'm a cleanse with our white sage incense. Most High God, ancestors and archangels of the highest bright light, please come down and assist me in these messages. Clear my mind chakra, my throat chakra, and my heart chakra so that I can give clear divine messages. Archangel Michael, please come down and assist and protect us in this reading. Anybody sending evil out, not reading, in these messages. Anybody sending evil out to us, we send it back a million. Sugar boop. Every time I do that, I think of the movie Cinderella, like how she just did Sugar boop, and she had the carriage and the beautiful dress and the fairy tale. I loved Cinderella, Snow White, and all of the fairy tale because I always believed in fairy tales, and I'm gonna have a fairy tale, a wedding in life. Literally, one day I'm gonna just wake up like I can't believe this is my life, and I believe that. Very optimistic. I'm working on it day by day, one day at a time. So let's call in spirit like I love to do. I don't know for y'all if that's irritating or not, but the sound bowl is healing, and the vibration of it always makes me feel good. And even though I ain't doing readings, I always want the most high spirit with me in everything that I do. So I love to call the Holy Spirit in when I do my messages. But today's message is, in a world full of followers, in a world full of people that don't think for themselves, be a trendsetter. Stand out, not in. It's easy to follow after people. It's easy to not have your own thoughts in a world where everybody feel like, certain people thoughts is better than the other. No. Stand out, not in. And the reason why I came up with this message is because I was talking to a friend last night. And I was like really just telling him like, it kind of irritates me how much people like to follow people and like not do their own thing. Like everybody love to keep up with the Joneses. And then like we was talking about like he said if hold on one second, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. That was my baby. But I forgot where I left off at a little bit, so I'm gonna just talk and get it back. But I think I was saying I was talking to a friend, and oh yeah, I was talking to one of my male friends, and we was talking about like, well, basically, I was coming to him talking to him about like little things that I don't like in the world. Like, you feel me? We was talking about different things. Like for me, I was telling him how I don't appreciate how it's a lot of fucking people in this world who overuse resources. I don't like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not embarrassed of nothing I'm going through. And I will be, totally vulnerable with y'all and tell y'all, what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judging nobody for being in low income because I stayed in low income CMHA housing for people that live in Cleveland, Ohio. But if you all over the world, there's low income housing. I stayed in low income housing. I have Section 8 right now. You feel me? I'm not embarrassed of none of the things that I have going on in my life because I feel like at the end of the day, all of these things is building me into the person that I'm becoming. Right now, this is a stepping stone for me so that I can become a homeowner. I can save up the money and do all the things that I need to do. So right now, in my personal budget, it works. You feel me? Because I don't have the best job in the world. You understand what I'm saying? And my resources is sort of kind of limited. You know what I'm saying? And this is just being vulnerable and real about my life. So it's not like I'm trying to look down on other people when I'm doing the same thing, because I'm not trying to be a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? But I was basically saying people overuse the resources of the world. This is why a lot of people lack the things that they need. So, like, for example, what I was saying was, like, basically people, and I'm gonna go back to why the why the message is stand out versus stand in with everybody else. It go for both. So I was getting at the fact that I don't like how people have be on low income housing, but they don't really need it. You see what I'm saying? It's a difference when you need it because you don't have a good job or you don't have the means to pay all of your rent and things on your own. That's understandable, right? But when you can afford to pay the rent on your own and you stand in low income housing, taking housing from homeless people or single mothers who have kids that stand in shelters because they're waiting for a low income housing to be available because there's so many motherfuckers that don't even need low income housing stand in them. You know what I'm saying? Just off the strength of the way things, how things go. And you know, for some people they'd be like, oh, you being a whistleblower. No, that's not the case. I don't like the fact that y'all overstay y'all welcome in low income housing and having Section 8. At the end of the day, if you know that you have the money to afford regular rent, go pay rent, because it's hella kids and families who really need them houses, them apartments that y'all staying in, and y'all can afford to pay regular rent. I don't like that for y'all. That's overdoing it. Like, you feel me? Meanwhile, back at the ranch, you driving a Benz, you got the latest clothes, the latest shoes, the latest everything. You wearing Gucci, you wearing Prada, you wearing Fendi, you at the Saks every other fucking day, but you stand in low income housing. And it's people outside laying on the ground. It's mothers who are in shelters every day with their children waiting on a low income house to be available because people like you who can afford to pay regular rent rather be fly and keep up with the Joneses. So you not going to go pay regular rent because you want to make sure that you can keep up with what everybody else is doing. I don't like that for y'all, the people that's doing it. I don't like that. At the end of the day, if you got the means to make the money to pay the rent, go pay it. Give somebody that need a home. Like, you know, for me, it's just real. And I ain't saying it like, you know, I'm better. If I really had the means to do it on my own, I would not be standing in subsidized housing. And I'm just being honest. You feel me? I ain't got shit to hide because I don't give a damn what nobody in this world think of me at all. Literally. The only people in this world, I got 5 people that I care that what they think of me and myself. So at the end of the day, and the only reason why I care about what they think of me is because I had them, my 5 children. You feel what I'm saying? And to a certain extent, I, you know, it's a certain extent that come with that. Because when you know that you have did the best that you know how to do with everything in you at that time in your life, that's all you got to give. You can't allow people to make you feel bad because of mistakes you made in life when you didn't have the wisdom to do better. You only knew what you knew at that time. You did the best with what you had. If you know in your heart of hearts that you did the best with what you had, don't ever let nobody make you feel a type of way. I don't give a damn who it is, your mama, your sister, your cousin, your brother, your kids. Because what some kids don't understand that I did, and I don't know if my mother recognized, I never held a resentment. I never held resentment, but I never held resentment for my mom when I was young, and I felt like, you know, she was emotionally unavailable and all of that stuff. I felt like, you know, growing up, when I got grown, it was more of a feeling of, I can't really explain it. That's a story for a different day. But this is what I'm saying. Basically, I understood when I became a mother. exactly what my mother went through. And I felt her, I could feel her point of view. I might not be using the right words. I hate when I do that, but okay, basically what I'm saying is I understood what she felt when I became a mom. You understand me? And being a single mom at that. You know what I'm saying? So like in the beginning, my first child, me and her father was together for a few years before we had her, and then we was together maybe like a year and a half after we had her. And then we broke up, and then I was a single parent. So with that being said, when I had to be a single parent, I realized what my mom went through as a single parent. And you know what I told myself? I would never downplay my mother for none of the stuff that we went through with her growing up, because I feel like at the end of the day, that's so crazy, y'all. That bird just is a raven, I think, or a crow. It's two of them, but the one just came flying like it was about to fly to my window, but it went on the roof. But I would never resent her for the way it was when she was bringing us up, because I feel like at that time in her life, I'm not talking about overall. I'm talking about at that time in your life when you're being a single parent, when these things are actively happening, you can only give what you got. If all I have is a little bit of love or emotion to give, I can only give you what I got. I can't give you nothing more than what I have. So I just feel like at this age, I learned to appreciate everything that my parents gave me, even if it wasn't everything that I needed, even if as a child I wish that I had more love or more time or more this or more that. We all do, but they can only give you what they have to give. If they've been raised in a home that's emotionally unavailable, what's gonna happen? It's gonna trickle down. You know what I'm saying? And my mom was definitely in a home that was more emotionally unavailable, meaning like my grandfather and my grandmother, they made sure that they lived a good life. Her and my uncle, like, you know, they always had a nice home and all of the things that they needed and all of the stuff, because there's only two of them. You know, they lived a good life, and they always, you know, was more like, my grandfather always had a great job. And my grandma, at first, when they was first together, I don't think she worked. He worked. She stayed home with the kids. But then she started working too. She always had a good job. Like, so they always was like well off, but emotionally, both of their parents was like really not available in that form per se from their upbringing. So my grandparents, to my grandparents, they felt like if you are taken care of financially, you got clothes and shoes on your back, a roof over your head, food in your mouth, and we here in this home with you, that's everything you need. You know, that's that back in the day mindset. You know what I'm saying? We in a different time now. But at the end of the day, as long as they was well off, they felt like that was good. It wasn't no emotional availability, meaning like all of the huggies and lovey dovey things that parents do more now, that you see more now. Like, just being honest, if you pay attention to all the videos from back in the day when kids was growing up and stuff, you didn't see a lot of hugging and kissing coming from the moms and dads. It was more like, okay, you got everything you need in the house and all of the things. You got two parents in the home and you good. You feel me? It wasn't a lot of emotional availability. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I appreciate my mother trying to break the cycle. You know what I'm saying? Because when it got to us, she wasn't as emotionally unstable. You get what I'm saying? As emotionally unavailable. I mean unstable. But so when it came to us, she tried to be a little bit more emotionally available. You know what I'm saying? Than her parents was to her, because she, you know, probably remember how I feel to want to like hug your parents, or like, just be loved on by your parents without it being nothing. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it wasn't like that for her, for real. You know what I'm saying? So she only could give what she could give. So with that being said, it's like I don't fault no parent for giving whatever you can give at that time, because that's all you have to give. So don't let nobody make you feel bad. It's one thing if you just personally not giving it because you just feel like fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no respect for them type of people. But when you really, excuse me, y'all, when you really is mentally fighting something, emotionally unavailable because of certain things in your life, and you still trying to give on top of all the things that probably happen in your life that would alter you being a giver in any type of form, whether it's emotional, mental, physical, whatever, and you still try to give, and you have things that threaten or make you feel uneasy or anxiety or fear of giving, and you still try to give, them are the people that deserve their flowers for just trying to still give when they have nothing to give. You understand what I'm saying? But let me get back to the message at hand. So that's what I was saying about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't fault parents for them things. When I gave you all I can give you, I can't give you nothing more than I have to give. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, what you gonna do if your cup empty? What you gonna do? Break the cup up and pass out the glass? Like, at the end of the day, it just is what it is. This is what I have to give, and we have to learn that even if it's not everything that we need to feel whole, be thankful for whatever your parents gave you, because whatever they gave you, be it good or bad, it all taught you something. It all helped your character. It all built you in some way, form, or fashion. So you just be thankful for that. And whatever you didn't receive that you needed to receive, you go in and you love yourself in them places. And if you receive things that you didn't want to receive, you forgive. You never forget, but you forgive and you move forward. You don't let them things hold you back. You know what I'm saying? And that's in the department of love and emotional stability with family. But back to the matter at hand. So he was saying, I got to go back because I started talking about, the emotions of a family, but I want to go back to what I was talking about, why you should always stand out and not in, why you should be a trendsetter and not a trend follower. You understand me? So he was saying, like, I told him, I don't care what people think about me, because they shouldn't be thinking about me that much anyway. Like, literally. And then he was like, well, if I was leading a group or leading people, I would care what people think about me. And I said, to me, if I'm leading a pack, if I'm leading a group, I'm not about to care what other people think about me at the end of the day, because obviously I'm doing something right if people want to follow me. If I can lead people, if I can teach people and people are willing to learn from me or willing to follow me, and I don't mean be a follower as in not thinking for yourself. I mean follow as in somebody who can teach you the right ways to do things in that form. So, because I don't want to get it misconstrued to what I'm saying, because I'm telling you to not be a follower, meaning like have your own mind thought. Like, at the end of the day, you can follow people who teach you and lead you to better ways of doing things with still having your own brain thought. And then you have people that follow people and listen to everything somebody say without having their own brain thought. It's like, oh, whatever they say, that's what I'm going to do. A people pleaser kind of person. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that. But anyway, he said, if I'm leading a group or a people, I'm talking about a people. Y'all, I don't know what my speech doing today, but at the end of the day, if he said if he lead in a group or a pack of people or however, he cares what people think of him. But I'm not judging him for that because he's his own person. That's his way of thinking. But for me, I told him these exact words. I said, listen, if I got the grace, or that might not be the exact word I want to use, but if I have a effect on people enough that they're willing to listen to me, follow me, learn from me, trust me to teach them the right way to do things, I can't show them that caring what everybody think matters, because you don't need to care what people think, because if you did, it's gonna slow you down. You feel me? I could just think about how many years of my life that I wasted worried about what other people think about what I wanted to do. I wouldn't even say wasted, because I feel like all of that happened to build me into this person that I'm becoming now in the present moment, the only moment that matter. Yesterday don't matter and tomorrow don't matter. Only thing matter today, because you don't know if you're gonna make it to tomorrow and yesterday already gone. You hear me? I'm gonna always repeat this to you. The only time that matter is now, the present moment. Confirmation. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow ain't promised. You don't know if you're going to make it tomorrow. When you go to sleep tonight, you don't know for a fact that you're going to wake up unless you just don't go to sleep. And that don't mean that nothing either, because if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. And that's just is what it is. That's the real bottom line. But I spent a lot of years worried about what other people think if I did what I wanted to do. And that put me in a place that I could alleviate it if I didn't spend so much time caring what other people thought. So I was basically telling him, like, if you a leader, you definitely shouldn't be teaching nobody to care what somebody think, because if that's like saying if I that's like saying if I tell somebody I want to start a business and they say that's not a good idea for a business, and I listen to them and I don't start my business, and then they go over there and start some type of business. It ain't even got to be the same one as me. It's just a business. But you just told me that it wasn't a good idea to start a business at this time. But you just took my idea, not even my idea, but me bringing up starting a business, and then you went and started one after you told me, oh no, that wouldn't be good. You feel me? And these are the things that people would do. Pull you away from what you think is the right path for you and put you on a different path while they go follow the path that you suggested. You hear what I'm saying? People know when you are, people know when you have a good plan or a good idea that will really bring you fortune. People know these things, right? But they would try to lead you off of that path because they didn't think of it. So they want to lead you over here astray so that they can get on the path and do whatever you said you was going to do. These are the type of people we be around. Energy vampires, people that want to destiny swap with you. These are the things that we experience daily. You know what I'm saying? People trying to lead you in a different way, astray from what you know is the right way to go, because they know if you go where you supposed to go, you going to leave them behind. You understand me? A lot of people understand if you think that people don't know you as smart as you is. People know. People know from talking to you. They know from your confirmation. They know from your aura. They know. They know who you are even when you don't. And this is why people hook on to you and put these hooks in you and try to keep you bound to them and a certain lifestyle and a certain outlook on you, so that you won't grow into your best self, because they already know that's going to leave them left behind. If she wake up and become who I know she destined to become, she going to leave me behind, because it's going to come out the agenda I have. You understand what I'm saying? People don't want you to wake up for real. Not I'm not going to say people don't. Miserable people don't. Bad people don't. People with hidden agendas don't want you to wake up. But people like me, I want you to wake up. I'm going to wake that ass up every time because I want to see you become your best self like I want to see me become my best self. That's why I got this channel. I don't give a damn if, like right now, I got 1 subscriber. You should have seen me jumping for joy for 1 subscriber. If I can change one person's mind to have a positive outlook on life, on all the things that look like it was bad happening to them, but it really was everything that they needed to experience to build the character of who they really are, I'm going to do that. And I'm gonna be happy with that one person because if I could change one person's mind and they change one person's mind and they change one person's mind, just think about that. Think about how many people's lives would be changed if every day, in some way, form, or fashion, one person's mind was changed positive. And that's how I look at it. So at the end of the day, that's not gonna stop me from showing up on my channel because shit, I just had nobody. And I'm still doing these videos because even if it ain't right now, someday, in some way, this is going to help a person when they run across this page and they be like, dang, I'm going through some shit. And, I need some advice. It's going to be the page that's going to give them some advice that they could use. But what I was getting at is, me personally, I feel like if you leading, you don't need to be caring about what people think. But the bottom line, what I was really getting at is that's how we live. This is why, not that's how. This is why our world look the way it look right now. Because everybody care about what everybody else is doing. Guess what though? If you took as much time out your day that you did to screenshot other people's lives, to worry about who with who, to be in other people's lives, period, and took that time and focused on yourself and your life and your well-being and where you want to go, I promise you, you will be so proud of yourself because your life will look different in a few months, in a few years. Like, you feel me? At the end of the day, it's just different for different strokes for different folks. You feel me? But at the end of the day, just know if we all took as much time as we did worried about other people, places, and things that don't have shit to do with us as an individual, you will be in a better place in life. I feel like that's what's wrong with the world today. Is everybody care about more about what somebody else is doing. You so invested with who doing what, where, when, how, and who, and always tuned in with other people doing. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, you slipping on you. Because you trying to worry about what they doing what they got to do. They going where they supposed to go. You watching them level up. You watching them evolve. You watching them elevate. You watching them get all the things that they manifested, all the things that they prayed for because they focus on themselves. This is why they're getting all of the things that comes with life. That got all of them promises and them blessings that God say he has for you. He does. But it is all in divine timing and it take real work because God want to make sure you healing in the right way. So when you heal in the right way, then that transpired. I hope that's the right word I'm saying. That transpired. No, wait, hold on. Don't laugh at me, y'all. Bye. I have a little brain fart, but the reason why focusing on your own growth is so important is because inspire, not transpire. Lord have mercy on Jesus. God, take the wheel. Inspire. So when you self-heal, you inspire other people to self-heal. So, and if I'm healing and it inspires a person to heal, right? then they inspire a person to heal. It's the same thing like I just said. At the end of the day, the next thing you know, it's a lot of people healing. It is a lot of ascending and evolving and transformation, which is what supposed to take place in the world, which is what bring in like world peace and, everybody being good and understanding that it's enough abundance for all of us. Literally. God made it that way. It's just these people trying to take over the world and say, oh no, I'm a breadcrumb you. Y'all get this much and I get this much. You know what I'm saying? When they don't run the world, God run the world. And everything is happening the way it's happening for divine reasoning. God know why. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's not for you to know why. Because guess what? The only person you can control is your damn self. That's why it's so important to self-heal, to learn self-love, because we grow up in life being taught to always have your family back, always have your friends back, don't never leave nobody hanging and all of these things that burn you the fuck out. Do you hear me? At the end of the day, all of the shit that you grew up learning basically burns you the fuck out. And at the end of the day, by the time you get 18, you won't know at that time, but by the time you get 18, your whole brain need rewired. And the majority of us, I'm not saying everybody, but the majority of us don't find these things out till we get some people in their 20s, some people in their 30s, some people in their 40s, 50s, 60s, some people never at all. And you don't want to be one of them. Some people literally die never getting it, die never healing, die never understanding what it's like to live. A lot of people have just survived. It's a difference. Surviving and living is a difference. Surviving is doing whatever you can do to hold on, to be okay in the moment. To live is to learn how to cultivate a world that nobody can affect for real. That's living. If I can have peace, if I got this little sanctuary that I created for myself that's peaceful, and I ain't letting nobody come in here and tear this up, I'm living. If I'm traveling the world because that's what I want to do, I'm living. I'm not staying stuck in one place, in one mind frame, and thinking this the only way it can and gotta be. No, that's survival. That's survival mode. If you want to live, you have to open up your world. You have to open up and you have to get out your comfort zone and you have to do the things that might not be so comfortable at first. All of the good things of life, it start off very uncomfortable. That's how you know that it's going to work. If it start out uncomfortable in a uneasy feeling around whatever you got to do, 9 times out of 10, that's because it's going to work out once you do it. All of the things that feel easy peasy, lemon squeezy when you going in, 9 times out of 10, that be the shit that ain't gonna work. It was too easy. Like, you feel me? And I don't want you to take that the wrong way, because once you start healing and doing that inner work and you learn self-love and you're becoming this highest version, this better version of yourself, which is your highest version of yourself. When you becoming that version of you, a lot of things is going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy, just because you don't think of it in the same way no more. You got a higher perspective on it. So don't get caught up in, oh, once you healing and stuff, oh, that's coming too easy, I can't accept that because that means it's bad. No, because once you start healing and things are going to come easy. And you don't need to always second guess what's meant for you or what you should receive. You understand what I'm saying? So always, once you just overall be open to receiving, because you deserve to receive as a woman. As a man, you deserve to receive too, but I'm saying this as a woman because the divine feminine, your overall energy should be receiving. soft life. The masculine, the divine masculine, is supposed to be in giver energy and hard work, the strenuous things. And I ain't saying that the man only supposed to give and the woman not. I'm just saying that the man is the pursuer. The woman is supposed to just attract. You understand what I'm saying? And this all comes with evolving, loving yourself, and transformation will teach you that you don't need to chase a damn thing. You just need to sit back and receive and attract what's for you, because your aura gonna bring it to you. Your authenticity is gonna bring in all of the things that's for you. Because the more authentic you is, the more you raise the vibration, the more your blessings flow in, because you're becoming this highest version of yourself. You're living in your purpose. This is what God called you to do. Live in your purpose, meaning evolve and become who you're supposed to become, because then it inspires other people to do the same. This is what we're here to do. But so that was my bottom line. It's just like, you should never want to stand in. Stand out. Transform, heal, level up, love yourself like you never did before, because you're not trying to be like the next person. Yes, I could take advice from you. Yes, you could teach me. Yes, you can lead me. Yes, you can give me advice on things. I'm very teachable. Yes, you can give me advice on all walks of life. But when it's all said and done, I'm going to take all of the information that you gave me, and I'm going to come up with my own thought, on my own way to do it with all of the sauce that you gave me. I'm not going to do it exactly how you did it. I want to do it my way, for me. And that's what make me different from you. We all should be doing things different, but all want the same outcome. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that even with like-minded people, that's what like-minded people are. Like-minded people are people who got different ways of getting to a goal, but they all want the same goal. Like the goal is generational wealth, or the goal is to start a business, or the goal is this, that, and the third. If you're around like-minded people, they got the same goal, but they all getting there a different way. That works for them. I can't tell you, if we talking, and I know I want a business, you want a business, and we conversing with each other, we give each other ideas and things like that, about a business. I'm not expecting you to do it the same way as me, or me to do it the same way as you. I know that my outcome is I want to be a business owner. You know that your outcome is you want to be a business owner. But it's okay if we go about it different ways. We still gonna have the same end results, that we are business owners. This is what like-minded people look like. They're not a whole bunch of people that think exactly alike. They just have similar thoughts, and they all want the same outcome. We might have similar thoughts, but you might know something that I don't. I might know something that you don't, to raise your awareness, or or raise your awareness, or enlighten you on things you didn't know, or you enlighten me on things I didn't know. And it's okay. That's the reason that you want like-minded people around you, because y'all can converse and they okay with you having your own thought. Because I got my own thought. So of course I'm okay with you having your own thought. And we can talk about all different ideas. We can compare information and all of them things. But you going to think your way and I'm going to think mine. And that's fair. You understand what I'm saying? So the bottom line, because this was kind of a long message, but whoever need to hear it, it's going to be right on time. And I'm setting that intention. Whoever need to hear this, you going to hear this exactly when you supposed to. Exactly when you need to. I ain't even going to say supposed to. Need to. You know what I'm saying? But the overall energy is, be your own person. Stand on your own 10. Understand that loving yourself is the best thing you can ever do for you and all the people you love. If you really love your family, if you really love helping people, love yourself. Because the best way you can help all of these people, places, and things that you care about is loving yourself. Because then you're giving them authentic energy, authentic love in its purest form. Because when you love yourself the most, like you're supposed to, everything around you will show that you love yourself. People will understand that you love yourself. Your aura will speak for itself. People won't try certain shit with you once they know that you love yourself, because they be like, oh yeah, she ain't going for that. They already know. It's the energetic frequency when you love yourself for real. People know. They ain't gotta ask. They ain't gotta check. They already understand. I could go over here, but I can't do all that over here with her because she love herself enough to know, say, no, I ain't going for that. I'm not taking that. Oh, that's what you doing? Okay, pack it up because I'm cool. You feel what I'm saying? That's why it's so important to love yourself so that you can give the most authentic version of you. It comes from you learning how to love you at every turn. Your insecurities, your flaws, your ups, your downs, your mishaps, whatever happened, your failures, your falls, your get backs up. You gotta love yourself at every time. Whether your hair is short, your hair long, you got problems with your hair, your skin bad, your skin good, whatever it is going on with you, love yourself anyway. Because you always gonna be set apart in some way from other people. What you eat don't make people shit, and what you shit don't make people eat. I messed it all up, but what I eat don't make you shit, and what you eat don't make me shit. So with that being said, people focus too much on other people more than themselves. Focus on yourself so you can become the best version of you that you deserve to be. You understand what I'm saying? Self love is the best love. It's the most authentic love. So you know that when you give to others is coming from an authentic place with no ulterior motives or hidden agendas, basically. And everything that's meant for you is going to attract to you without you chasing it, because you love yourself authentically. It's inevitable. But I know this was a little bit all over the place. I tried to touch on a lot of different subjects, but basically, I was just trying to say, I feel like if I'm a leader, I wouldn't lead people to care what people think of them. No, that's a thing that you break free from, because it's too much of that in the world. It's too much of, oh, uh, people caring about what everybody else. Oh, they don't even got on no name brand shoes or clothes or this. And I remember when I used to be like that. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't here to try to like act like I never did these things when I was young and not so. Yeah, I ain't even gonna say it was bad, but it was just like when I was so young, and you know how they be like young and dumb, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Not actually just dumb, but just, I wasn't enlightened enough, or I didn't have enough information about how life works. I would say that. And I was young, and I used to make fun of people's shoes or clothes or how they dress, or oh, they don't got on no name brand or this or that. But that shit ain't about Nathan. I shouldn't even have been doing that, because it wasn't my business whatever they wear or whatever they got going on, because it ain't going to affect me in no way, shape, form, or fashion. And this is why I'm saying that. Yes, sometimes what people do can affect you if you allow it. If you allow it, them the words people don't want to hear, because uh they don't want to be forced to take accountability for whatever go on. Whether you how I'm gonna say this. If you know somebody ain't right, excuse me. If you know somebody ain't right and you allow them to do certain things, not if you know somebody ain't right. If you know what somebody doing to you ain't right, and you keep allowing it, the more and more you allow it, the less and less for me am I gonna feel bad for you. Because I feel like once you understand what somebody doing or taking you through, you have an option to stay and stick it out, go and let it go, release it and never look back. These are your options. But if you choose to stay in a situation that's hurting you and hindering you, and then you want to keep like bringing it to my attention, I'm gonna be aggravated because I feel like at the end of the day, I gave you the advice I can give you. You're not focusing on yourself. You're okay with letting somebody run all over you. So what am I gonna do? You have to love yourself enough to know I don't deserve that. I don't deserve for a man to treat me any type of way. I don't deserve to accept anything from anybody. It don't even gotta be a man. It don't even gotta be a relationship that's romantic. It could just be friendships, family ships, whatever. In any relationship in your life, if it's with your boss, if it's with your kids, your mama, your daddy, your friends, your dude, it don't matter who the relationship is with. You do not need to allow people to walk on you like you a doormat because you love them. If a person ain't treating you right and ain't making you feel good, and I ain't saying it's up to them to make you feel good, but what I mean is if they presence around you is not a good feeling, why would you keep going to it? Like literally. And I'm not gonna say why would you keep going to it. How long? How long is you gonna keep going to it? Before you wake up and realize, like, yeah, I need to do something different. And I'm only saying this from a place of being there. At the end of the day, I can't judge you or talk down on you when I've been there. Because I was one of them people pleasers. And I was one of them people that love to keep the peace and like, oh, whatever anybody asks, I got you, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You know, I got your back, always showing up for people. Until, my cup was empty. And then there wasn't nobody around to show up for me. And that's when I had to wake up and say, how long is I'm gonna keep doing this? How long I'm gonna keep people pleasing? How long I'm gonna keep showing up to situations and peoples and places and things that don't make me feel good? I feel so good right now on this day, April 2nd, 2026, to be able to say it feels good and liberating to not people please no more. To not run to everybody rescue no more. To mind the fucking business that pays me, baby. Because that's what I do now. If I can help a situation, I would try. But run myself dry to do it? No, I would not do that anymore. Do things that don't feel good to my soul to please somebody else? I would not do it anymore. Show up for people that don't show up for me? I'm not doing it anymore. You understand what I'm saying? These things feel damn good. Because I always did it. I always showed up for a lot of people that never showed up for me. Never had plans on showing up for me. Never even was around me with good reason. You feel what I'm saying? They was around for hidden agendas and underlying things. Like, it was always an agenda. It was always a reason, a mission or something that you was trying to get out of it by being around me. Me, on the other hand, I can honestly say, regardless of the wrong that I did, because I'm far from perfect. I got a few skeletons in my closet and some shit that I did and been through that I had to get karma for and grow and heal from. But one thing that I do have standing on my side that I can honestly look this camera in the eye and say is that I never one time went in no relationship with no people that I ever encountered in my life with a plan to misuse them, mishandle them, premeditated. Never. My intentions was always pure. Every friendship, every person I encountered in this lifetime, I can honestly say that and mean that. I never had no ill intent for them. I never was somewhere with a premeditated hidden agenda. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I never was sitting like, yeah, I'm about to be cool with them, act like I fuck with them, but I'm about to use them for this, that, and that, or I'm about to play them out this money, or I'm about to none of that weird ass shit. So I don't give a damn who say it or what they say. I never had no hidden agendas. And even though people did fuck shit to me and I was just getting my get backs, it ain't my job to get vengeance on nobody. That's God's job. Vengeance is God's. You understand me? And that's where I messed up, and that's why I had to get the karma that I had to get from the choices and decisions that I made. My karma is from my own choices and decisions, good or bad. If I do good deeds, I get dharma. That's good. That's the good part of karma. But if I do things that I ain't got no business and I know that I ain't got no business, I'm going to get that karma. And I have. You feel what I'm saying? And if a person tell you, oh, she did this, she did that to me, ask them what they did to me, even though that don't make it no better. But the whole point is I would have never, ever came for you that way. I would have never, ever somewhere secretly had an agenda towards you or a hidden thing that I was trying to do. No. But I will say that if people did things to make me feel a certain way, I definitely got my get backs back in the day. Now I would never try to get my get back. I will always leave vengeance to God. But before, oh yeah, I definitely got my get back because I felt like shit. I came with pure intention, and then you come to me with this. Oh, okay, I got you, and that's how I was. But we don't need to think like that because God gonna always have the last say. You understand me? And all of these things is to build your character. Don't worry. Every dog had a day. But that was the message I needed y'all to hear. And if this resonated with you in any way, form, or fashion, like, share, subscribe, leave it down in the comments for me. Um, a blue heart. A blue heart if this resonated with you and you take in the information. I'm going to head out and I'm going to give us, I meant to do a inner peace card. I mean, yeah, inner peace. But I'm going to do a raise your vibration card for you guys. And it's another one that I wanted to do. Raise your vibration. And it's, oh, here it goes. My well-being deck. This is what I want to try to give y'all. And then a message from the universe and the angel number that you could be seeing at this time. And spirit advice. Hold on one second. Okay, my divine love. So I can't remember what I was saying at the end. Sorry if I think I was just telling y'all if it resonates with y'all to leave a blue heart or a blue butterfly in the comments. Please like, share, subscribe if you feel like it's somebody that could use the message or information in this divine messages. Please send them my way. Tell them to come subscribe to The Path Is You because the path always leads to you every trip. Everything goes back to you. Everything starts and ends with you, whether you believe it or not. Anything that's going on in your life, you have control over it. You only have control over you and your life. You understand me? You have control to say who is who you open your life up to, who is allowed in. You are the only bouncer for your life. At the end of that, you that bouncer, that security guard, that guards who is allowed in your sacred space. You at any given time, you could wake up and say, you know what? I'm tired of this. If you going through hard things, hardships, karmic lessons, at any given time, you can wake up and say, enough is enough. I refuse to take this. I refuse to take that. I want to release this. I want to let go of that. You have that option. Every day that you wake up is a new day for a new life. I think we think of it too much out of the box. Not out of the box. I think we think of it too, like when they say new life, I feel like people are expecting like believe in miracles, and know that blessings and miracles are real. But I feel like when you say new life, people expect for it's like you to be reborn and have a I mean you are reborn and you are having a new life, but I'm saying I feel like people expect it to look different. I can't get deep in, but people expect it to look different. No, a new life is just getting up and choosing to create a new life. It's up to you to co-create with the universe your life in the Most High. This is who you co-create with, but you got to do your part. You take one step, they take one step, and this is how it goes. Period. You take a step forward, the Most High in the universe take a step forward. You take one more, they take one more. You take two, they take two. You get what I'm saying? It's an even meet and greet. That's what I would say. It's an even meet and greet. You give a little and they give a little. You see what I'm saying? It's like a reciprocation. I give a little, you give a little. I take a little, you take a little. It's equal. I'm not giving you too much and you're not taking too much. We give into each other equally and we take it from each other equally. This is what healthy relationships look like. Healthy relationships, healthy love, healthy people around you are going to look like reciprocation that's equal. Not a person always there to take while you give. You don't need that. That ain't going to do nothing but suck you dry. Literally. So, whatever day you feel like you want something new, that's the day that you get something new because you make a new choice. You don't do it the same. I already did it that way and I seen what that got me. I don't want to do it that way no more. That's a new life right there because you're making a new choice. You're not going to get the same outcome as you got in your old life because this is a new choice. So it's going to come with a new outcome. This is the energy, y'all. But I ain't going to hold y'all because we already at like an hour. These are the well-being cards that I would love to use. This one keep coming out. This card keep coming out, so I'll put it back and we're gonna do a different one. But yeah, these are my well-being cards. They're by Esther and Jerry Hicks. I really like these because I feel like they do help you understand life and how it works. But I feel like whenever I do these messages, I like to give you a couple of, insight on some uplifting energy or like, some spiritual advice to help you along the way. So this is what these do. You know what I'm saying? So Holy Spirit, please come down and give me clear messages. What do me and my divine loves need to hear in well-being? All right. So it say, seeking approval of others hinders my joyousness. Thank you. Thank you, Most High God. Whoo, baby, I love you. I'm sorry, y'all, but that always do it for me. Do you understand me? God and the divine, they do it for me every time, bruh. Because at the end of the day, the first time, the card that always pop out tried to pop out. I didn't let it. I'll go back. Seeking approval of others hinder my joyousness. Ain't that what I'm basically telling you? You don't need nobody's approval. Don't seek people's approval. That's going to steal your joy. That's going to steal years of your life like it did mine. Worried about why somebody else care what your life look like, what your body do. You don't need to worry about me. If you take that much time that you do worrying about me, worrying about yourself, you can see some results that you might love. You might see some things in your life that you might adore. You might live for once in your life and not just survive. If you stop worrying about me and worry about you. And this is what I'm just saying overall, not me. When I'm saying this, I'm not saying me personally right now. I'm just saying in the world, this is people problem. They so much more worried about other people than themselves. So you wasting a lot of your time that you could have had to cultivate your own world and create the things that you want for your world and what you want it to look like, because you too busy worried about why they world going right, because they focus on themselves and not you. But I'm gonna read that again. Seeking approval of others hinders my joyousness. If the way you feel depends on anything outside of you, you're in trouble. Most High God, I love you so much, man. I really do. Because when I read this right now, I I ain't gonna lie to y'all. For so many days, right? Because my channels wasn't really, I didn't know if it was really affecting nobody. I kept asking, like, God, should I just stop my channel? Should I not do this? Like, should I keep doing this? And I couldn't, like, I felt like I didn't hear God. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I know that I hear God. I know that God talks to me. I know that God leads me. This gonna make me cry. I know that God leads me every day. I am divinely guided by the Most High. Ooh, y'all, this gonna make me cry. But I wanted to give up. I did. But I couldn't. I could not do it. Something in me said, I don't care what it looked like. You're gonna show up to both of these channels every day until people know who you are. Not because you care about the pay, because you are making an effect on somebody's life who need guidance. Somebody woke up from something you said. Somebody became aware because of something you said. And this is why I show up. But that brings tears to my eyes, because this right here showed me that this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to use my voice. I'm supposed to uplift people. I'm supposed to wake people up. I'm supposed to help people transform their life. And this means so much to me. Like, I really enjoy it. Even though right now it's only one person watching my channel. When I say, when I get on here and do this, it set my soul on fire, because I know in my heart of hearts, my grandpa always said, if you know what you know and you stick to that. And I know that somebody, more than one person, is going to get to this channel and it's going to help them. It's going to uplift them. I won't give up on you. I won't give up on you, because I'm not going to give up on me. And in me not giving up on you, it's me not giving up on myself, because this is healing me. You feel me? This is really healing me. And it helped me. But I'm going to finish reading this, because this is everything that I just tried to tell y'all in this message. So this, it's just feel like it's coming full circle. It's so emotionally uplifting for me. So if the way you feel depends on anything outside of you, you're in trouble. But if you depend only upon your connection with your own inner being, then everything in your experience falls into alignment. Nothing you do or nothing you feel should be based on, excuse me, or 1 second, let me get some sanitizer. Ugh. Excuse me. I'm so sorry, y'all. But at the end of the day, nothing that you feel should be based upon, sorry, I'm not digging in my nose, that's my nose ring. But nothing you feel about you should be based on anything outside your body. And that's where the disconnect in life went wrong. Because the people that think they run this world got everybody believing that everything that you need is outside your body. It's not. Guess what? Let me tell you a secret. Everything that you ever needed is right there inside of you. Everything. It's all, God gave it all to you. All to you. Within you. But these groups, these people around the world who think that they run this realm of life. God only gone. They only can do what God allow, and God only allow it because it helps us to transform. If we didn't go through these hardships, how would we ever understand what our purpose is? Your hardships help you create. Your hardships help you live in your purpose. Your hardships help you live in your purpose. You write that down. Okay, so yes, your hardships help you live in your purpose. Because without them hardships, you wouldn't even understand your purpose. You understand me? Because a lot of people in life, including me, would have never moved if God didn't make it hard. Because people with them good hearts, they stay and 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 stay. Because we really be thinking that we can heal people. And to a certain extent we can, but not like that. Not staying in karmic situations, not overstaying your welcome, not over people pleasing. You understand me? You gonna help people heal by healing yourself. Because when you walk away from them relationships that no longer serve you, when them people thought they can run all over you and you was going to stay forever and you wake up and you leave, guess what? You transpiring the change in them. Either they going to change and realize, oh, I can't do people like this, so I got to get my shit together. Or they going to stay in that low vibrational energy and you going to leave them there. And then they going to have no access to you. And regardless if they stay the same or not, that's going to bother them. You understand me? So when it's all said and done, everything you go through is not for no reason. God has to move you because if he don't, you won't. Oh, my bad. I'm still reading this because I couldn't remember if I read it all the way to you. But, yeah, I can't help it. This one was a longer message and I feel like it's gone. The intentions I set on it is that whoever may need to hear this, it will find them in the time that it's supposed to. But it's the truth. The only thing you need is you. And that's the secret sauce. That's the secret sauce. I'm giving it to you. I promise you. I'm not gatekeeping. I'm giving you the secret sauce. The secret sauce is you. The path is you. I can't make this up. I knew when it came in my mind to start this channel that God sent me that idea. Literally. It was out of nowhere. Mind you, my first channel ain't even really doing that much. You get what I'm saying? And not saying it because I take everything for how it is. I want it slow. I don't feel like everything's supposed to come fast. I want it to come in a time that it's meant for me. In a right mindset to carry whatever blessings God have for me. I don't want to rush my blessings because I want to be the person that I need to be to accept those blessings so that they stay and not leave. You get what I'm saying? I want to be stable enough to know how to keep the blessings that God give me and not lose them. So no, I don't want to rush my blessings. I'm okay with everything taking its time. But when I got the idea to make this channel, I'm like, dang, my other channel ain't really. But God, like, do that. Because mind you, I love doing my tarot reads, but I also love getting guided messages. And if you go back and read my tarot and watch my tarot channel, in the beginning, I was just talking about like things and then incorporating the cards. Then I got all the way into doing my readings. And now I have this channel just for divine guided messages. And I love that for us because I'm building my own community over here of people that I will love on and pour into, that will love on me and pour into me. And we gonna create our own family. You hear me? But in divine time. And I'm okay with that. However long that look like. Long as somebody being enlightened that I'm doing my job. So um we did our well-being card. I want to do our raise the vibration and give you a card to raise your vibration for the day. Feeling fear is a call for love. Feeling fear is a call for love. So if you feeling fear, you probably need a little love, because fear is nothing but false evidence appearing real. So if you fearing something, like me, I ain't gonna lie, I'm tell y'all the truth. Last night I cried. My oldest child is 17. It's a girl. She's about to go off to college this year. And I told her last night, I said, I love you so much. My daughter is so like such a freaking fucking blessing. Do you understand me? I'm sorry to cuss when I say them words, but God, I promise you, I couldn't have asked for a better daughter. I wouldn't ask for a different daughter. I am so thankful that God sent me my daughter, Tayari Mason. I love her so much, so immensely. And I'm not saying that to say that I don't love. I have 5 kids. I have 4 boys and 1 girl. And I love all of my kids the same. And they know that I don't play favoritism in my kids. But it's a different love. It's all. I have a different love for all of them. You understand me? I have an overall love for all my kids, and then I have a different love for each one according to our bond. So it's not like I love one more than the other. It's just we have our certain things that connects us. So with my daughter, that's my firstborn. You know what I'm saying? She opened me up to motherhood even when I wasn't ready. I didn't want to be a parent. You know what I'm saying? And that's a story for another day. I will talk about that because I know it's people that go through that. But my daughter is really a blessing. When I say she's 17, she's a virgin. She always been on honor roll, merit roll since she been in school. She is 17. You hear me? And she been in school since preschool at 3 to 17, because she gonna graduate before she 18, and she ain't never gave me a problem in school. She ain't never been suspended. I'm not saying she the only kid in the world that did this, but I'm just saying I'm thankful for my daughter because of these reasons. She never got in trouble in school. She never been suspended. She never made me run all over the world looking for her. She never snuck out to boys' houses. She never did none of them things because I created a bond with her so well that she could talk to me about anything. So she didn't have the need to feel like she had to sneak and do anything, because we have a great relationship that we can talk about everything. And I love that for us. But yeah, if you feeling like, I don't know how I got on my daughter. Oh yeah, because I was trying to tell y'all that I told my daughter last night that I'm scared and I fear her leaving. You know what I'm saying? Because she's going to go to college in August in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. And I don't want to be so far away from my daughter. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I fear that. And I'm trying to transition and find a way to move closer to her. And I said I feared that. You know what I'm saying? And so guess what? She loved on me. That's so crazy, because I just thinking about that card. That's crazy. It said, if fear appear, hold on, let me go back to it. Dang. For my own mind's sake, I need to look at it when when I be saying stuff. Okay, hold on, let me see. Oh, here we go. Boom. My fault, you guys. But feeling fear is a call for love. And it's crazy that it say that feeling fear is a call for love, because I really felt fearful last night. And guess what my daughter did? She just hugged me so tight and said, Mommy, I love you so much. And I'm going to miss you as much as you miss me. And even though I'm not here and present, I'm always going to be there. I'm always going to be a phone call away. And I just love my baby because at this big age, at 36 years old, I am the biggest teddy bear crybaby. And my daughter would comfort me every time. And I comfort her every time. And guess what? When anything happened, guess who's the first people we want to call? Each other. Literally. I can't make this up. But the reason why I bring that up is to tell you, if you fear anything, it's a call for you to love on yourself or go around people that make you feel love. And if you don't have nobody, don't think that you don't have nobody, because you do. You just got people that you can't see. You understand what I'm saying? And some of us can see, because some of us are very clairvoyant, and God gave us that gift to see angels, to see our passed on loved ones. It is people here that have that gift. So if you feeling any form of fear, go out into nature, hug on trees, love on yourself, speak to the Most High and the Divine. They will answer. Ask and you shall receive. I can't make this up. I only know from my own experience. You can talk to your spirit guides, your ancestors, your archangels, and they will assist you when you feeling alone in fear. You call out to them, and they will give you that loving feeling over you when you fearing something. So a feeling of fear is a call for love. So anytime you fear something, love on yourself in that moment. Um, I'm gonna get our sacred message. Holy Spirit, please come down and give me clear messages. What is the sacred message that my divine loves need to hear at this time? Ooh, not the whole deck tried to fall out. Okay. Dang. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna take out the ones. Dang, it's almost like you need all of these because they came out like that. I'm gonna leave the first one, and then I'm gonna ask Holy Spirit. Mm-hmm. Let's see, we're gonna get 3. All right. Okay, we're gonna get 4. Cause that bottom one, y'all need that. Okay. Hold on, y'all. You have seen my descent. Now watch my rise. Breakthrough, success, overcoming all obstacles. You will overcome all obstacles. I don't care what your life look like right now. All of them obstacles is building you, and you will overcome. This too shall pass. Stop playing small. You are the universe in elastic motion. Courage, elastic motion. Courage, moving forward, making progress in action. So you are the universe in an elastic motion, moving, thinking, being in action. So move forward with courage and making progress. Take small actions, baby steps. You ain't on the same time as nobody. You ain't in competition with nobody. You only moving to your own beat. You understand me? Why be unhappy when your soul is in full bloom? Health, spiritual growth, choosing happiness. Why be unhappy when you can bloom and choose happiness? Happiness is a choice. You wake up and you choose differently. You wake up and you choose, I'm not gonna sit around here and be sad and soak in regrets. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna change my mindset, and I'm gonna be happy anyway, for no reason, just because I deserve to be, because I want to be. Don't live the story of others. Write your own. Creativity, adventure, and finding your genius. Guess what? You the author and director of your own story. You understand me? At the end of the day, you write the story. You co-create with the Most High God in the universe, and you create the story you want, not the story that lives in people's head because of who they think you are. That's who you used to be. That ain't who you will always be. Your past do not define you. You understand me? And then we gonna get a spirit got it. A spirit advice card. Then I'm gonna give you an affirmation and an angel number, and I'm gonna let you guys go because I kept y'all for a while today. But I had to get that out. Holy Spirit, what spirit advice do me and my divine loves need at this time? Ooh, see, they either fall out a lot, they either fall out too many, or not at all. See, I like it when they come out like that. So I'm gonna take two. Find your inner strength, resilient, courage, perseverance, and growth. Find your inner strength. Ain't it funny how everything that we touched on today, for us that came out the cards, it was all about your inner self? I can't make this up. When I say the divine and God will guide you at every freaking turn, I can't make this up. Y'all seeing it like me. Every card that came out of all of these decks that y'all watch me shuffle, I can't set the cards up or nothing. Everything that came out was about inner strength. Your inner world, the world that only you can control. So you know I can't make this stuff up. This is where life begins and ends, with you in the inside. Nothing that the outside world can alter. You have everything you need right there inside of you. You understand me? There's no material anything outside of you, or no thing outside of you that can help you become who you were destined to be. It's all about your inner world. You cultivate that. Once you cultivate your inner world, your outer world don't have no choice but to transform. It won't look the same. They don't catch up at the same time. When you heal in the inner, it take a little time for your outer world to project what your inner world has healed, but it's all going to fall into place as it should. But everything that came out of these cards is about inner healing, because God guided this message for me to give to y'all today. In the bottom of the deck, practice forgiveness, release, heal, peace, compassion. Forgive, not for them, for you. To let go of resentment, to let go of cold or hard up feelings inside, because that ain't in resentment. That ain't gonna help. That's not gonna help you healing. The best way to heal is forgive people. You ain't never got to forget what they did, but you can forgive them and move forward. You understand me? With no hidden agenda or motives. You could just say, I forgive you and I move forward with love. No, I can't hang out with you. No, I don't want to be with you in that way, but I don't have no ill intentions. I'm not wishing bad on you. I wish you the best life with the love over there, though. You feel me? And that's okay. So you can forgive. Okay, now we're going to get our affirmation of the day. You know who you are. I love this for us. And I'm going to give you this bottom one. You know who you are. The thing is, your soul know exactly who you are. Not who you acting like. Exactly who you are. So if you go inside of you and you heal the things that you need to heal within you, that authentic version of you is going to show itself, because you know exactly who you are, not who you faking like, not the mask you wearing, not the version that people see of you. The authentic version at its core, your spirit. You know who you is at your spirit, at your soul. I rebel against systems of falsehoods that bind my freedom. I rebel against systems of falsehood that bind my freedom. And I'm going to just break this down. I don't allow anything that has a false system that keeps me from being free. Freedom is when you're liberated. You don't care what the world think of you. You in the world, not of the world. You understand what I'm saying? That's you rebelling against systems. I'm not allowing what everybody else choose to believe in, or whatever false hoods that they create to try to keep me from my freedom. I'm not allowing that to affect me, because I know that I'm free. As long as I understand that I don't have to care what nobody think of me. I don't need $1 million to be worthy. I don't need to drive a Benz to be seen, heard, or felt. I don't need to wear the latest clothes or shoes to be important. And I'm not saying them things. I'm not with me saying that is not to say that it's bad because you got material gains. No, what I'm saying is don't let material gains run you. Don't let material gains be the only thing you care about or you think about. Or you don't have no integrity because you care more about materialistic things. That's not going to get you nowhere but in a world of trouble. So, yes, that is your affirmation. And then we're going to get an angel number. And I'm going to let y'all go because I kept y'all for like an hour, 30 minutes today. But this needed to come out. And it will help whoever is meant to help. Holy Spirit, please come down and give me clear messages. What is the angel number that we can resonate with for this reading today? I mean, look at me talking about this reading. For our divine guided messages today. What is the angel number resonating with these divine messages today? Okay. It was like three of them trying to come out. Okay. I'm going to give y'all two. I know I'll be taking it, but it be like if I feel it in my soul that you need both, I will. If I don't, I won't. Did I do messages from the universe? I didn't. So this going hold on. I ain't gonna read this yet. I need one from here too. Holy Spirit, what do we need to hear from the universe? I know that you have been questioning yourself lately and wondering if you are good enough or strong enough to do that which your heart desires to do. This message is here to remind you that you really are more than capable of doing it. Rise up and take the leap of faith. So if there's anything you've been thinking about doing, starting, creating, do it. Okay? Take that leap of faith. It will work out in your favor. You feel me? It's a reason for all of these cards. I don't play no games. Make sure you get this house. Take chances. The angel number is 0303. Success, knowledge, friendships, impatient, freedom, optimistic. When chances present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary. Whether in your professional or personal life, you will find success by welcoming creative impulse and having faith in your own abilities. Trust in chance and take risks on opportunities that could change your life for the better. So if you have an opportunity coming in that could change your life for the better, do the opposite of what you would usually do. Do you understand me? I'm going to say that again. If an opportunity present itself to you, do the opposite of what you would usually do because you need to do something new. Don't do it the same. You already did it that way and got the outcome. It's going to be the same outcome. It's like insanity. When we keep doing the same thing, keep staying in the same places, keep being around the same things and thinking that it's going to change because you thought of it to change. No, it don't work like that. At the end of the day, if you won't change, you got to be the change that you want to see. At the end of the day, it's insanity to go to the same place, do the same thing, be around the same people, and think that your life gonna change. It's not. So The other angel number was 0110. Belief system. Go after what you want. Unique, destiny, inspiration, talent, gift, appreciation, and gratitude. You're blessed with talents and skills that make it easy for you to stand out from the crowd. Embrace what makes you different. That's your path to success. Your dreams will soon come true. Can't make this shit up. I'm just going to read that again. Your blessings, you're blessed with talents and skills that make it easy for you to stand out from the crowd. You stand out from the crowd, my baby. That's what my message was about, standing out from the crowd. We don't stand in, we stand out. Stand out from the crowd and embrace what makes you different. Embrace what makes you different. You don't supposed to feel bad because you different. You should be happy you different. I don't want to be the same as everybody else. I want to be my own person. Embrace what makes you different. That's your path to success. Your dreams will soon come true. So if you locked in, this message is for you. And I don't care what it looked like right now. Believe that your dreams are going to come true. Stay optimistic. Just know that anything can happen and everything is possible. So I'm your mystic messenger. God love you the most, but I love you too. And I'll see you guys on the next one. And I hope this helped somebody. I hope it helps somebody. I hope it raised somebody's vibration. I hope it gives somebody a higher perspective. I hope it opens somebody up to doing something new, to being okay with being different, to stand out and not in, to be a trendsetter and not trend follower. I hope that this reaches all the people that need to hear this message. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Have a great Thursday. This is Thursday, April 2nd. I'll see you guys on the next one.